There is so much out there in the world only if you believe that you are worthy. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. Please stay. Kindly hit the subscribe button, like this video, share, comment, all that good stuff. Let's keep growing this community together. So as you can see by the title of this video already, I just wanted to quickly come in here and share a couple of habits that I gave up in 2023 to enable me live a better life. 2023 has really been a good year. I can say that to you, like mentally and emotionally. 2023 was a very good year for me. Looking back at this time of the year, reflecting on things, how the year started, how it went by throughout, and then coming up to this point, I can definitely see a couple of things that led this year to be the good year that it is. I don't feel like it fell out of the sky. This year being a good year was a byproduct of certain decisions, and those are some of the things that I wanted to share in this video. I like how I felt this year, genuinely. I like the mental space that I was in for the most part of this year. I like how good, how empowered, how calm, and how much in harmony with myself I felt throughout this year. And I'm hoping that these things can be of help to anybody out there who might just be needing them. Too much chit-chat. The first thing that I gave up is fear. This is not to say that in my life there's a complete absence of fear, but I'm saying compared to like before, I pretty much made up my mind that this year I wasn't going to operate on fear. Previously, I would always do things and then there would just be always that self-doubt that would come in, and I realized that that doubt was coming in because of fear. Now, if you ask me in all honesty to pinpoint where that fear was coming from or what exactly I'd been afraid of, or just to talk about that fear, I can't explain it to you. It's just fear of the unknown, fear of what people are going to say, of not being accepted, just irrational things which in the grand scheme of things don't matter. Tiny fears just here around that I used to limit myself, to limit my potential, to limit my mind, how I saw myself, the vision I had for myself. Now that I'm out of that box, I look back and I'm just like, what was the reason? Why were you doing that to yourself? Second thing that I would say I definitely let go of in 2023 to live a much better life was control. The need to want to control every single thing and outcome and situation in my life. I didn't realize how much of a box I was putting myself in, trying to control so many things. It's wasted effort to actually want to put so much energy into trying to control every single thing. Like that energy you could have actually put into doing the work for a desired outcome, not exhausting yourself mentally trying to control situations or outcomes or all of that. Leave it out the door. Just do your bit, do your part, do what you know that is enough for a certain situation. At the end of the day, you can only control what you say, what you do, how you react, how you respond, what you accept. But you can't control what other people are going to say about you, for example, what somebody else is going to do to you. You're just not going to be able to control what they think, how they're going to behave, all that stuff. Give it up. I had this thing where as long as something had to do with me, I wanted to control it. I want to control how somebody else perceives me, for example. I want to control how another person thinks about me. I want to control. I can only control what I do. I can only control how I do things, my intentions. But as for how someone else is going to receive it, is completely outside. You can literally do something with the purest intentions at heart and they would completely receive it like a totally different way. Focus on your intention. Focus on how you say things, how you do things. Every other thing is secondary. So push it to the back. Another thing that I gave up this year, and this one is really personal to me, and I think I pretty much didn't even realize this one until kind of like the middle of the year or sometime before that, and that's pretty much leading with emotion. As women, I mean, I know that there are some men that watch this channel, but majority of the audience is women, and this point is specifically directed to women because we are more susceptible to this, right? One thing thing that I noticed I was doing a lot previously, and this, really kept me in a box. It made me unhappy in a lot of situations that I shouldn't even have been so unhappy in, is the fact that I always used to lead with emotions, to make decisions based on emotions. I gave that up the moment I realized that emotions are they're temporary, they're fleeting things. They are things that, like, in the moment they feel like everything, right? But when you just take a moment to think about it, you realize that it's not even necessarily what you think it is. Take anger, for example. When you're angry about a situation, for example, what someone did to you, a bad outcome that you got from something, or at that moment you're so consumed by your anger that you can't see anything else. You can't think about anything else. The moment you just let that anger to push you, dictate what you're going to say, how you're going to act, how you're just generally going to handle the situation, right? You've already lost. Every time you're in a place where emotions are heightened, emotions are the only thing that are speaking to you at that point, you need to pause. You need to just stop and say, what exactly is this? That 1 second pause is the game changer. It means everything. Stop allowing emotions to lead you in your decision making. The emotional fighter never wins. Another thing that I really gave up this year, trying to live it, have a better 2023, was basically refusing to forgive myself. This is something I struggled with a lot. Like, whenever I messed up in a situation, for example, I would just hold on to it for so long. Like, I would beat myself up about it. Even when nobody cares anymore, remembers anymore, I keep looking at myself like that. I can remember something I did like 10 years ago and just be sad about it. Refusing to forgive myself, forgetting that I'm a human being and I make mistakes. There's so many things that I'm not gonna get right. It doesn't matter how far I've come, it doesn't matter what I've learned in life, I will always make mistakes. I just didn't understand things like that. It's like, you knew better, why didn't you act better? Yes, granted, I did know better, why didn't I act better? Okay, but then I already did it. The thing didn't kill me. Why should I kill myself about it? Forgiving myself is something that I really took very seriously this year. If I messed up, definitely acknowledge that, okay, I could have done better in this situation, but then I'm going to forgive myself. That's just it. I'm going to forgive myself and I'm going to move on to the next thing. It also helped me to get better at forgiving other people. If I applied these standards to myself, you can't imagine how I applied it to other people. Learning to forgive myself made me understand giving grace to other people. It just generally made me softer in the way that I handled situations in my life, and I would say it led me to a hassle-free and less emotionally painful 2023. Final thing that I wanted to say in this video is scarcity mindset. Oh my god, guys, I could write a whole book about scarcity mindset. I can literally write a thesis about scarcity mindset and how much it held me back, how much it stopped me in so many, if not every area of my life, and I didn't even realize it. I didn't even know there was such a thing as scarcity mindset. I basically had to give myself a pep talk this year and say, listen, enough with this shit. Enough of thinking that there cannot be more or better. Stop it. And the moment I started, telling myself, I noticed a shift in the way I viewed life, in the way I handled so many things or so many situations. It was like a reawakening in my brain. I don't even know how to explain it. Stop all that. Stop all that stuff, all that nonsense. There is so much out there in the world only if you believe that you are worthy to receive those things. What is the benefit of sitting in a box? Nobody put you in that box. You are the one that put yourself in that box by yourself. What's the benefit? Would it kill you to dream bigger, to believe that you deserve more, to believe that you are worthy of more? If not that, it just allows you to actually want to do more. It actually allows you to seek for more. I'm not saying that every single thing that I desired or I manifested or I wanted this year came to pass, but I can tell you that there is definitely a feeling inside me that says it's close, like it's within reach. Previously, I couldn't even feel it, and for me, that's enough motivation to just keep going. So if you're struggling with scarcity mindset, I would definitely say please let go of it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know a couple of things that you gave up in 2023 that helped you live a better life and that you will be taking into the new year, and I will see you guys in my next video.